Hey everyone, it's Hillary, and I'm here to share with you my favorite fiction titles for 2017's new release. We recently released a new Peek Inside fairy tale, Beauty and the Beast. It's a gorgeous Peek Inside book. As you can see, they call it the Peek Inside because the pages just kind of all flow into each other, and there's some lift the flaps, fold outs. Beautiful pictures, little windows. There's the beast hiding, fold out. I love these stories. I have Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella and Little Red Riding Hood at home. Plus we have some animal homes. We have nighttime. We have some nonfiction ones too that are great. So check out the Peek Inside series. It's a great series. Then we have Babies Come from Airport. We've been waiting for an adoption story for quite some time, and this one is super cute. The title may sound a little funny, but it's actually from the point of view of the little boy, so it makes sense. He's telling the story about how he came, to America through an airport, and then it goes on, and his mom adopts a new baby, and they're waiting and they meet her at the airport, and he remembers this old security guy right here, and he calls him Mr. Security, who was the first one to welcome him to America. So really cute, kind-hearted, jovial story about adoption. Then we have Can I Join Your Club? This story is really funny. I read it to my son tonight during dinner, and he was laughing. It's all about a duck that wants to join a club. So he asks the lion, "Can I join your club?" And it kind of reminded me of Are You My Mother? And the lion says, "Well, can you roar?" And he tries to roar, and he can't roar. And then he wants to join the snake club, and the snake's like, "Well, can you?" And he tries to, and he can. He goes quack. And then he tries to join the elephant club, and you get the idea. So he's trying to join all these clubs, and they're saying, denied, approval denied. And then he starts his own club. He's like, oh, I'm going to start my own club then if nobody wants to be in my club. And he is inclusive in his club. All these animals all of a sudden, want to join in his club. And he's like, sure, you can join our club. Sure, you can join our club. And he includes all of the other animals in that want to join his club. So it's a really cute story with a good meaning about including your friends, and you can never have too many friends. Then our new title, The Curious Case of the Missing Mammoth. This kind of reminds me of Nibbles. If you've read Nibbles, it's very engaging, and the illustrations are gorgeous, and it's kind of like a night at the museum. There's some fold outs here and there. Just totally immerse yourself in the story with all the fold outs and the colors and the beautiful illustrations. You kind of feel like you're actually in the story with it. And so this is a Curious Case of the Missing Mammoth, and there is actually a little plush mammoth that goes along. If you want to order that, you can order that separately, which is kind of cool as a gift. And we have Tell Me a Story. Tell Me a Story is an inspirational book for creative writers. It can give creative writers ideas of what to write, or you could use it at home for storytelling at night. Before you go to bed, maybe you could read this book and say, tell me a story to brighten my day. Send me a story with the things you want to say. You can verbally tell stories if your child's not writing yet, which is a great way to start the storytelling process. Send me a story down a river or sea. Send me a story to bring you closer to me. I love the illustrations. The pages are super thick too, which is great, so that your kids, they won't be able to easily rip them if you left that book out. And then last but not least, I Love You Americanly. I love this story. It's a great book for Valentine's Day. It's sweet but informative, and it's repetitive. So I love you capitally like Washington, D.C. I love you tremendously like a redwood tree. I love you continuously like Seattle's rain. And I love you abundantly like the fruited plain. It's a great vocabulary builder. I mean, check out those vocabularies. The adjectives are awesome. Duckily, impressively, bountifully, colossally, majestically, beautifully, connectedly, creatively. Just a beautiful little love story about all the wonders and beautiful parts of America. And then in the back, of course, there is the map of the United States of America. And I love going over this with my son and showing him where we live. And then I always point out, wow, everything's backwards here. But it's so hard to do this. I always point out there's Florida, and then we've been to Colorado, and I like to point out all the places that we've been and traveled to, and he's becoming familiar with the map too, which is a great asset. So I Love You Americanly would be a great choice for a Valentine's Day gift. That's it for the new titles for the fiction ones. There's some more. If you want to click on the website, you can click under new titles on the sidebar, and that will list all of the new titles there. Hope you enjoyed. Comment below if you have any questions, or feel free to message me.